I'm going to start today by doing a little bit of gambling, because I've heard that the new Faust is pretty good. Just, you know, small spot of gambling to start the stream off. Buckle! One more. One more and that's it for the stream. And then it's back to the gambit that doesn't cost me tickets. Yeah, great, cool. Nothing. Great. 10 out of 10. Happy to play the game. Definitely bodes well for the rest of the stream. Right. Oh! It's a dungeon. Okay then. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, Honglu. Oh, that's interesting. As without any remaining, taken lost, taken by force, immediately eliminated. Where was the other one? This one. I need to read this one again. Yeah. Right. Temporary alliance. The dungeon took you 11. I don't have I have 2 hours. Do you reckon we can speedrun this? Great. Okay, we got an additional coin. Clear out the path to healing first, then go north. But yeah, I will say, ever since Canto 3-ish, I've wanted more dungeons like this. You know, like a return to the old, choose your own adventure style dungeons. So whilst it might take a while, I'm actually really excited to see the star return, to be honest. Hong will fully heal SP and have their SP set to 0. Oh, okay, so it's just a way of not having everyone get their SP set to 0. Right, okay. It's slightly unfortunate for me then that Honglu is the person that has the most SP, but he gets SP back so quickly. Right, okay, let's quickly just do some reading. Oh, right. I love unbreakable coins. Right, okay, let's have our best clap. Wow. That's a speed moment. Okay, Yi-Sang, you're the only person who can clash that, so have fun. Clash with that. Who are you clashing? Otis. Okay, Otis can clash that, that's fine. This is the better clashing skill, and then that. And then... let's pick off the ads first. Sorry, he gets to use that twice? Right. Okay. I mean, all I have to do is not lose the clash. Right. Okay, I think I was vastly overestimating how problematic that was going to be. That's annoying, but I can Heathcliff that. That's a neutral. I'll take a neutral, actually. Actually, use that on them. Better off using that here. Here, who are you targeting? Ah, Ryoshu. Actually, I think I am better off using this here to give weakness on him. You're targeting Ryoshu with a skill that will deal a decent amount of damage. Ryoshu goes first, Ryoshu gets staggered. We have a heal room if we can go back and get it if we need it. I think that's fine. Unless I take that Dominating Clash with them. Then I want Heathcliff to clash with that. Struggling. Right, never mind. Who did I have clashing with that, actually? Nobody. Oh, because it's insane. Could put Yi-Sang on it, actually. Faust then clash, tries to evade that. We deal damage to them. She was something, that's great. So does he get shield? No shit, that's how battles work. When the enemy dies, the battle ends. Utter revelation from this Canto. Okay, next turn we target him. Please don't stagger. Oh. Why didn't that stagger? Do unbreakable coins not stagger anymore? I mean, I'm happy to take that if they don't stagger anymore, that is. I mean, maybe they don't. I'll read that after, actually. Oh, wow. Successful evade. Oh, I just got lucky. Okay. Alright. Charge circuitry counter current. Interesting. Huh. Let me check. It would be this skill. Oh, wow. Okay, they do. That's a nice skill. I like that. We don't attack those two, we just attack these guys. Favored. I would prefer to attack you because you've got HP. I would prefer to attack you. Neutral. Is there a better than neutral I can take? Honestly, I will go for it better than them. And then we attack them. Hunglu is the best to clash there. Favored, great. Oh, he only has 5 and 14. I don't understand charge. It makes no sense to me. I've actually never used a charge team, to be honest. I've had, like, because every status is a charge team, but better nowadays. How much damage was that? Sorry. But yeah, like, how does he have 13 and 6 and Rupture? That is insane. Please don't lose that clash. Thank you. Yeah, like, bleed is basically nowadays with the blood fiends. It's basically charged but better. Nowadays with poise IDs, it's basically charged but better. Sinking IDs, most sinking IDs are charged but better. There's no point to run charge because the sole gimmick charge had of you can run this to deal a lot of damage is just every other status in the game now. Which, I mean, I'm not exactly complaining about. I don't have a charge team, but still. We're gonna kill here? I don't think we are. Which is annoying. Close to dead here. Who's that targeting? Heathcliff? Heathcliff. Struggling. Oh, well, I can just body stack that. Yeah, the Blood Fiends are charged, but you get an insane amount of healing on top of it, which basically removes any difficulty from most chain fights. Like, they are absurd, the amount of a beating they can take. How did you Somebody chalk up another Honglu 5% moment, please. But yeah, the Blood Fiends are insane. If you want a team that will just roll over things, I cannot recommend any team other than the Blood Fiend team. Other than maybe a sinking team. I would say a sinking team is probably the closest to a just roll over anything that it doesn't rely on damage solely. Huh. Wow, somebody actually died in this fight. Yeah, we'll just go back and heal them after this. We needed to heal anyway, we're so low on HP, it's absurd. Honglu can deal a finishing blow? No. Other people are staggered. Not damage. We just kicked the can down the road. Ishmael deals enough damage to stagger here. I mean kill. There we are. Great. Cool. Brilliant. We go and heal after this then, I would say. But yeah. That's the easiest boss. I mean, they weren't that hard. I realistically just kept clicking. I don't like that. I dislike the fact that there's 3 of them and 7 of us. That fills me with fear, frankly. Why do I get the feeling we're about to suffer horrifically? What? Are they just... Oh, they gain skill, but we do too. Why do we have so much... I'm terrified. I'm terrified whenever the game hands me, like, gives me a bone. It's nothing scarier. because it always means that there's a reason why we have more. Like... Oh wow. I mean, they could just be a standard encounter, but why 3? Why not 7? Like, they're not that strong. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, and I don't know what, and that scares me. Is it just to get you familiar with the idea of these enemies, if you hit them, will gain buffs? So it might be beneficial to you to not hit them as much. Maybe. Honestly, I think out of all the corps I've seen so far, this one seems like the coolest for me. Because so I'm a major fan of chemistry. I mean, genetic engineering is like my main field of study, but I quite like more organic chemistry stuff. So it's quite cool to have. I'm a massive nerd. I like alchemy. I like sciences that are alchemy in real life. But like this whole corp, the idea of like the scientific study of how to make magic work with medicine, or whatever it is here. Magic only exists in the outskirts, I think, in this world. But like, that's cool. I like that. It isn't. I'm getting to realize actually from the more I play this game, just how little time you actually spend doing anything. Especially when editing it. There's so much dead time when I'm just staring at the screen. Like I currently, my hands are entirely off the keyboard. I could pick up I could pick up like crocheting or something to do on the stream. I mean, that's the only reason why I do the weekly mirror dungeons, to be honest. I click win rate and I let the thing fight itself. Eldtree? Erdtree, no way! Is that a reference to hit game Elden Ring? Yeah, slowly but surely I'm running out of time for today, so we might not actually see the final boss fight until tomorrow, but we'll see. Gonna have a horrible time on it. So somebody in the Discord, from the very little conversation I had with them just about something unrelated, they described it as a second O King, and when I pushed them further, they described it as a second Backcliff, which terrifies me. As any long-time viewer of the channel will know, I spent far too long on Backcliff. My sanity deteriorated rapidly against Backcliff, so that's gonna be fun. Your sanity next. Right. It's not quite a Backcliff. Okay, right. It would be very funny if the final boss from... Every time the final boss of part 2 is the one that ends the run. Well, I mean, Backcliff didn't end the run, but Dulcinea, I mean, there's a reason why my wallpaper is a picture of Dulcinea with a gun pointed at her. Yeah. I have seen that apparently there are like balance changes have been made, or at least they're going to be balance changes implemented, which, you know, that's always a good thing to see. Boss fight is an endurance fight. Oh no. Endurance fight with the base IDs. That is always a recipe for disaster. Yeah, if there's two things the base IDs aren't good at. DPS and sustain. The only ID that has any sort of vague... Well, there's two things that give us sustain. There's Jinko Geo, and then there's Don Quixote if we activate her particular passive with La Sangre de Sancho. And those are the two ways we can get back health. Anything more than that is out of our control. But yeah, DPS checks are help. What comes to mind is Ambling Clam. Actually, surprisingly, Ambling Clam is terrifying. Jesus, there's so many paths! Right, let's do this event. One speaks a whole lamentation, the other yearns in an empty desire. One is a moon on the water surface, a reflection, the other blossoming minge in a mirror. Flowers are bloomed over the bodies of prisoners. I don't see any movement, looks like they're all dead. These flowers possess the augmentative qualities of H-Corp. They most likely provide some advantage to the battles to come. Which flower should we pick? Red Spider Lily is damage. Lotus, I'm not sure. Nameless Herb will probably be healing? No. Nameless Herb, these guys damage. Red Spider Lily, so damage, defense. Let's pick Lotus. Prisoners in peace, we move on, paying respects to the dead. You have 5% HP for one ally with the least HP. I chose correctly! Every turn start, inflict 3 rupture to all enemies without rupture. Oh, interesting. Great. An actual way of healing. We enter a new room and see a bound prison next to a bolt on the table. There we see a candidate standing around as though they've been waiting for someone to arrive. I know we have enough people for this special game to commence. Please direct your attention to the bolt on the table. Observe it well. It is a bolt commercialized. Currently in development here at Corp. It is yet to be commercialized for its mass market use. Nothing can help restore your vitality once taken, but let's see how true that is, shall we? Do you think it is indeed a successful new product, or is it a failure? Now it's time to place your bets with your coins. Guess is it a success or is it a failure? The candidate who guesses this question right gains all the coins in the pool. Success. Fuck it, Weeble! I can't bet on failure. How many coins should we wager? Fuck it, Weeble! We bet 3 coins here, can't bet 3 coins as well. Alright, let's check what happens then. Look, peace. So long, go against more violent. Bold's a success, it seems. The candidate better be successful, gain the coins. See the bonus for your boldness. The candidate better not being a failure. Please submit your coins. I can't stop winning. I can't stop winning. 4 coins. I bet 3. Why'd I only get 4? Oh, I gain 3 from the other guy, and then I gain 1 on top of that. I can't stop winning. Anyway, let's go kill these guys. I'm very much of the opinion in most games that if a bad event happens, you should roll with the bad event. Because unless it is utter bullshit, there is a reason why the bad event is in the game. It's to punish you for a certain thing you've done, because it had a potential for success. So unless a game has glitched out, say, or there is something that is utter bullshit, that there is no way I could have known would happen, I don't reload in games. Solely because I feel like it makes for... The bad things happening are what makes the story. Could you imagine a story where whenever anything bad happened to your people, you were just sort of like, oh no, that didn't happen, sorry, retcon that. I don't think it would make for a very interesting story at all. The boss was solo with base ID. Base ID solos, unless they're doing full base ID, don't count in my opinion. It's like Dulcinea was soloed with base Don, but they had an entire team of non-base IDs there to back them up. What's this gonna... Jesus. Evil Possessed Deathrite Monk. That is a hell of a name. Survive. What sort of shield... Oh, I've got passive on this. Stop out of the burn HP, 20 units saves 10 SP from highest to heal its own SP. Omen Talisman. If you take damage, it brings half or less, nullify that damage in the turn. Then move on the rearmost of the position of the substitution order. Oh, they retreat when they're on half HP. More dead enemies this turn than there are waiting to substitution counter effect does not activate. Okay. Interesting. So we're going to need to kill everyone, is what I'm getting from that. Yeah, okay. Favored, neutral, uh-oh. Let's do this, actually, because that... Oh, only favored, right, okay. This is... It's probably best to use... Faust, then? No, Faust isn't being attacked by anyone. Right. It is time to use some of our ego resources, though, absolutely. Who's this targeting? Doesn't matter, I can... I don't want to use this. I kind of have to. Right. Illusion. Okay. A little bit of damage to everyone. One of the worst egos in the game. Oh, Stagger. Okay. Oh, so we didn't need to use Roshu's thing. Okay. Was Roshu's thing on a different person? No, it was on them. Whoops. They're taking 0 damage. Yeah, okay. End of turn then. Heart of Evil. What does that mean? Oh no. Let's do that then. You. It scares me greatly that I'm getting struggling against everyone, to be honest. Oh, David on that. Right. Please win the clashes. Okay, so we just need to kill them all and get through. I mean, that is generally how most fights go, yeah. Now that the other person's out of the equation, though, if they continue to win fights, they won't have their sanity leech, which won't cause them to become really deadly for us. Provided we kill them at a decent rate, they will continue to lose clashes. Great, perfect stagger. Oh wow, really great stagger. Bounce. Struggling, favored against them, that's perfect. I'll take this because he will heal his SP from it. Dominating. That's overkill, is this underkill? No, that's fine. I can't guarantee that he's going to hit it. It's better to do that. And then we target this one because they've got some bad statuses on them. Right. We just have to go slowly but surely and kill everyone here. And try not to use as much of our ego resources we've been using so far. You've got to be... You really had to fail both of those... Right, okay. Well done, Yusan. And these unbreakable? No unbreakable points? Great, okay. That really annoys me, actually. Hold on. That's good. Really hope... Well, I mean, thankfully I want more SP anyway. And then let's... Stack on them, brilliant. Ego? Who was using an ego? Me? I'm using egos. Oh, so close. Wow, we are utterly smoking them. Is this only going to hit 2? Did we accidentally kill one of the people it was targeting? Oh, we did. That's funny. What do you mean, what a creative decision? We killed someone. You equipped Honlu and another ego. Yeah, I, by accident. I don't understand why I did. I was probably just going through and equipping it to everyone, and I accidentally equipped it to Honglu as well. I'm not going to use it, obviously. What's this? It doesn't matter what that is. I'm going to kill it regardless. Yeah, I didn't mean to do it. I'm just not going to use it. I think that's a fair compromise. It's not like I can undo it now. I'm in the middle of the thing. Remove from the corrosion situation. Yeah, okay. That's actually a fair point you raise. I would remove it now if I could. I just can't, really. Considering we're in the middle of a fight. We'll be at a rest stop after this, so we can change it then. Stagger? No, stagger. Right. That's almost everyone. Surely. 4 out of 10. Is that 4 out of 10 left? Or is that 4 out of 10 killed? I'm not sure, because one of those is far better than another. Killed. Okay. That's fine. They're all getting close to being killed. Oh, one of them... The reason why they healed was because they sacrificed one of the smaller ones. That makes sense. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's annoying. That's very annoying. What happened to favored, eh? Oh wait, no, favored doesn't mean success. Sacrificed another. That's why it's an empty slot. The wicked deathrite monks keep entering the fight and getting sacrificed to keep the other ones alive. That's actually very funny. Let's use another one of them. Favored, favored, favored. Taking that one. Right, one staggered. Great. More SP healing. Oh, stagger. Oh no, a little bit of damage. Whatever shall I do? Another stagger, brilliant. Can we kill her? No, close to. Only gonna heal. Oh, and they're back. Right, cool. Favored. Struggling. Why are we struggling then? You know what, actually? Yiseng's ego is really good to use here, because that means that they'll be powered down for the rest of the thing, so they should be easy to kill. Who are these targeting? Ryoshu here. Faust here. Faust we can just use another one of these. I'll need to make sure to use more gluttony attacks, but that's fine. I could probably just grind some ego resources later if need be. There's more than enough fights in this node so far. Right. Oh wow, yeah, no, we absolutely would have lost that clash otherwise. Now we kill another one. Yep, great. Oh no, a small amount of damage. Whatever shall I do? I dislike the fact that I can't seem to clash with anyone. But still. Yep, let's just keep ego resource using. Dominating on there, great. Yeah, screw it, why not? We've got enough ego resources to burn, really. Now playing the game like Kim Ji-hoon intended to play. I mean, no, I'm not overclocking the egos, of course, because I can't overclock the base ego. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's very annoying. Oh. Okay. Oh, fuck me then. Who's that bringing? That brings in Ishmael. Yeah, no, Ishmael is worse than ever. That was a dominating clash. How did you lose that? Like, that's impressive levels of incompetence to lose a dominating clash.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
수감자를 고기 조각으로 만들어 봐야 당신만 괴로울 텐데. 시계를 돌리는
More ego usage.
해진 것 아닙니까?
Apparently I can't clash with any of these attacks normally. That's got to deal enough to kill. No, maybe not, I suppose. Not that one. Right.
곱들을 제거하겠소. 이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
Please don't lose that clash. Sinclair, you're so close to... There we are, right. They're gonna run out of SP to seal, like, from allies.
내가 찾은
That's
나만의
right.
항해 방식.
It's quite a cool, team up, honestly. You have one ID that steals SP from all the others to keep them at really low SP. Like, conceptually, that's quite a cool gimmick.
들어가 보죠.
I imagine it entirely falls apart when you've got somebody that does, like, sinking, but still. You've got to be kidding me. The person with 4 HP left can stagger one of my sinners. It's so annoying.
does
the fight end when they hit 0? The encounter ends. Right.
수감자를 무방비하게 만들지 마십시오.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
No real point wasting time.
폭의 거울은
Right.
깨졌어.
Brilliant. No wisdom nor virtue can change the past and the future, and human connections and fate make strangers of neighbors. Welcome, candidates. Congratulations on making it to the basement. Do you know there are far more opportunities down here to collect those coins that you want all? In fact, there are so many opportunities there's one right under your feet in that hole. Who will dare make the task ascent to claim the coins? Hole leads into the bitchback darkness of the building ruins. We don't need to go down there to know that's probably a pretty risky trek. We do need the coins, but this might be too big a risk to take. What if we get injured or, even worse, killed? What should we do? Jump in! Fuck it, we all. Hey, you're not going to be able to heal, though. I hope you had a nice time answering questions. Thank you. Every single going to come in second place. It looks dangerous, but we have to take the risk. Oh! Uh-oh. Win the clash. Fuck. Oh!
내가 땀 보느라 하지 않았었냐?
Right. I probably could have done that. I just got greedy and tried to do it without going into any fights, but oh well. Right.
이 기회에
It's
평소
another chain battle. Let's check if he's got another.
확인해보죠.
Ooh,
하던 대로 해보십시오.
that's very interesting, actually. So he doesn't run away; he just kills his own people. More charge. I wasn't expecting this to be the charge Canto, to be honest. Interesting. So there's no real point attacking him until he gets enough charge. Who's he targeting at? Targeting Lotus. You know what? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Neutral. Favored. I'll take that. Favored. The goal is just to get a bunch of SP back, frankly, because if we can get a bunch of SP back, we are effectively in line.
해보겠습니다.
The SP we have, the more consistent everything gets. Right. Too fragile into the next turn should offset any protection he has, pretty much. He's got 3 charge now, so provided he doesn't use any of it. Or, okay, he's actually going to have a decent amount of charge for next turn. Plus the 2 fragile means tomorrow might be the time you want to damage him a lot.
뭔지 보여주지.
I think we stagger him here. I just realized he's going to beat the person who's nearly dead, which is annoying, but still. Unless we kill him first? Ah, we don't.
너냐?
Still. 4 fragile, what in the world? How does he... If I had Yearning Miracle there, I could have killed him. How did he take that much damage? I genuinely, with my proper team, could have killed him there and then. That was insane, excuse me? Right, okay. Turns out this guy's a pushover. And thus a finger curled on the monkey's paw.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수
Right, we're gonna
없지만요.
kill this guy because he slash fatal. probably. Right, that was a dominating clash if memory serves, so I don't know how we failed that again, but okay.
제가 해낸 거 맞죠?
Back on them, brilliant.
모두가 너를 잊어도
I probably shouldn't be using as many
되찾을
ego resources because I've heard worrying things about the final boss of this Canto. Or not, well, it's not the final boss. The final boss of part 2. Apparently, I mean, from what I've seen, they've been soloed with Base Honglu already, but I don't really... Yet, I've said this last time. Unless it's a solo with only the base IDs and no other IDs, I do not count as a base ID solo.
골치 아픈 것들이
I think
거기
it's just
조각이
it's a solo
되었군요,
that they happen to
단테.
use a base ID.
나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
Oh, this guy gains more skill slots as you gradually kill his people. Right. Okay.
밖에서
Yeah, we
막고
just
있는
해보겠습니다.
꼴을 보니 그다지 유쾌하진 않군. 관리자,
Having any base ID is a liability. True.
무방비하게 만들지
That is true.
마십시오.
Anyway, there we are. Great. Wait, another boss! You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. What do you... Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yo, Bao-Yu! That voice sounded this. Sorry, I just instantly got hit with, Yakuza. Oh, God. Kiryu-san! Oh, God. He's followed me all the way to this game. The lad voice sounds so elated, it may well have been a static. You're pretty good at hide and seek, huh?
설반
It's you, big
형님이군요.
brother Jupan. Have you been looking
저를
for me?
찾-
Yep, and I'm gonna kill you before the Baotrag finds you. Honglu, you really know how to make friends. Roger muttered, clearly taken aback.
그런데 저를 왜
But while you're looking for me,
찾으셨나요,
I don't even
형님?
have that many coins on me. Honglu replies with a smile. Because it's you. Because you exist, Bao-Yu. Do you know how many brushes of death, some of them fatal, we had to suffer while you enjoyed a peaceful life with the favor of the elders just because you were born lucky? So why didn't take that privilege and fuck off to some other nest out there, huh? Oh wait, are you here? Because you want a front row seat to our struggles, is that it? Bao-Yu, please just ask the Venerable Jamu if possible. Please, I'm your friend, we used to play together, me, you, Bao-Chai, don't you remember? Oh, if you don't want to do that, then ask your real Jaren. Can you ask him just a little favor? Please, I'm begging you, I don't want to fight anyone, I just want to live a quiet life like you do. I want some semblance of a peaceful life, that's all I ask. There isn't anything I can do for you. I'm pleading here, Bao-Yu. Go away, big brother. You know this place gets dangerous when the shadows take over. Feel free to keep up that nice guy charade and be a good person all you want. But know that I've seen your true hideous face. You're just another messed up Joe who doesn't give a shit about anyone like yourself. And that's exactly why I can't stand you. Acting if you're above us, just like wet dirt under your feet, all the while pretending it's noble, generous guy. I'm not just gonna disqualify Bao-Yu. I'm gonna cut your brain up so we'll never ever have to
다시는
suffer.
우리는 있죠.
Say, big brother Jupan.
만약 그
If having
이쁨
the favor
받는
could be considered
것을
lucky, and
정말
something I
운이라고
just given
부를 수
away, then I wouldn't have hesitated
저는
to give it to you.
망설이면 그렇게 할 수
It's
없는
just too bad
것이
that's not possible. What? Got this
지금까지
quest I've not already
몇
capicated
번을
3,
죽을
4 times.
뻔하다
I've lost
살아.
count.
내가
You have no
여기까지
idea what I've had
어떻게
to go through. Well,
살아남았는데
you
네가
think you can
그딴
just
소리. 힘내요.
Linda, you. Can I make myself loud or the voice is quiet? I mean, I could turn the volume down. There we are. What a fool you are, Jabu. Do you not let families in service to ours? Bao-Chai, that girl will lose all sense upon seeing Bao-Yu, so it falls for me to use you right. May want to save you from the terrible fate of being thrown in the streets. It's about time you repaid that favor. You haven't even done much since our family picked you up, have you? Your standing's on thin ice here. Cornwallen's family hierarchy, and I promise you the fame and fortune for your family. What cannot be mine must remain out of my sight. The people of your family said many, many times. You must let go of what cannot be yours. There's no reserve your heart and endure Dagwan. You're absolutely ridiculous. A mere bodyguard and serves our family dares to lecture me about the nature of Dagwan Yuan. No, I know Dagwan Yuan better than you do. So let it be known that my advice comes from my heart. Oh, she's gonna be the Jatun of this fight. Oh no, she's not. She's
이
just not here.
기회에 평소
Is this? It's not a chain battle. Oh fuck! It's not a chain battle.
하던 대로 해보십시오.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, no, she is here. I'm just blind. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. I need to clash with this in these, frankly, because otherwise I don't see the possibility. I don't want to use... Oh god, who's this targeting? Sinclair. Right, okay. That's fine. Sinclair's ego is decent. Who's this targeting? Her. Oh, I can take that, actually. That's fine, yeah, sure.
행동을 개시합니다.
Can I beat all 3 Project Moon games at once? That is actually a very good idea. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면
Limbus Company is win rate simulator. Corp is just... Corp's fine. You can keep it running. It's perfectly fine. Limbus Company might be hard to do in tandem with Corp though. Limbus and Ruin are easy at the same time. They both take your attention, sure, but they're poison.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을 확인해
Right, I think I need to kill the enemies.
하던 대로 해보십시오.
I think I need to kill the enemies. Yes. That is what I said. Yes. I think you guys are severely overestimating how hard Corp is. It's genuinely not that hard of a game. Like, and I'm saying that as somebody who's gotten decently far without using ego gear. It's not that hard. Like, I genuinely do think I could do Corp. Oh, one down. I genuinely do think I could do Corp at the same time as the other games. It's not that bad. Give me actual ego gear and I will be able to do the game, no problem. Now, doing it without ego gear at the same time as every other game, now that's a challenge. It's not a challenge I'm going to do, but that's a challenge.
그렇게 했으면 되지. 이만하면 훌륭하군요.
Do it right now? No, I'm in the middle of another stream. And I've got other challenges lined up. It's not the fact that I'm not going to do it right now because I'm doing other things. It's not that it's
환상의
impossible.
세계로 들어가 보죠.
Just I can't drop everything immediately to go do it.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않아.
Plus, I'd need to figure out how to have multiple, like, boxes on my screen.
적합한 조치였습니다.
모든 결과들은
Because, yeah, you'd need to be able to click between all of them, but it wouldn't really be that hard. Oh, for... Yeah, right, okay. Wow, okay. Somebody in this fight that can actually deal damage. Please get me a stagger. It wouldn't matter. The 2 darts are spawning anyway.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
창의적인 발상이군.
Right, okay.
그래도 가급적 전투 중에 떠올리진
Who are you targeting? Don't care. I don't care about that one. I don't care about that one. You're not you're... That's fine. I want to take these attacks away. Just immediately. Thank you. Please don't tell me this is an unbreakable. No, it's not. This is the only unbreakable, which is fine. He gains extra Pash Flower, so true. Right.
행동을 개시합니다.
Me when the enemy has Pash Flower.
이상이 무엇이라
Yeah, you
생각하시오?
can spawn jars. It has one of those already. Huh, that was a bit of damage. Are we gonna stagger him here with this? Brilliant. Yes, we're allowed to use abilities we've unlocked, and seeing as the fact that I haven't beaten this Canto yet, we've only got abilities I've unlocked yet. I mean, so far.
환상의 세계로.
The only thing is, it would be halving speed values or using one of the base ego, which we have enough resources to use already. So it's relevant for single thing encounters, but for longer ones, not really, other than to make speed values more consistent. Please stagger? Yeah, great.
어떠냐?
I love having her. She deals so much damage. Alright, he's dead. I need to get more ego resources. I hope the next couple encounters are just absolutely nothing, so we have a little bit of time to grind. I was really hoping you'd do more damage there, frankly. Okay, great. Yeah, or use multiple coin attacks coming to the rescue. Did everybody just suddenly forget how to hit heads? Thank you. Whew. Yeah, anyway, yeah, definitely the better Zichun. I think the reason why she's the better Zichun there is probably because of the fact that she doesn't really need to actually hit anything, she just has to kill the enemy. It's a specific goal, it's not— oh god, he targets. I think I might have to reset back to checkpoint, because I simply don't have the fucking sanity to do anything. Like, over there. Yeah, no, most boluses are fine, it's just a specific few that turn people like this. Right, that's gonna be very annoying. A mass attack. Ah, precisely what I was complaining about earlier. Okay, luckily that doesn't deal very much damage, thankfully. I'm assuming before the nerf that did a lot of damage. If only she could attack the correct target. We're now playing the game how Kim Ji-hoon intended the game to be played, ladies and gentlemen. All ego skills. That better not stagger people. It's gonna be so annoying if that staggers people. Someone did in fact get staggered, yeah. Should I put that this is base ego only in the stream title too? Because I just sort of thought that like was entailed.
파우스트가
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 단테.
Can we stagger him? No. We're on so low SP. Okay, we kill that. Frankly, sir, I'd like you to fuck off and leave me alone. Thank you.
할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, I'll quickly... Okay, give me a moment, Chad, I'm just gonna... Face IDs. Face. You go. There we are. How many people just got staggered there, I wonder? Only one, apparently. Okay, that's fine.
조금이라도 머리통을 굴리게 되어서
I mean, it's Yi-Sang, and I kind of was hoping he'd be alive, but still.
환상의 세계로 들어왔죠.
Yeah, killed, great.
씨알도 안 먹히는 방식으로
Extra fragile, great. Ideally, we get a Dayu 4-point next turn.
직접 싸워보질 않아서 그게 효과적일 것이라고 생각했는데
Is this gonna... Oh,
모든 결과들은
관리자의 전투 교육
파우스트가
위에 제시해야 할
perfect
수
timing on that
있어.
stagger. Okay, Heathcliff gets staggered, that's fine.
밖에서 막고
There you
있는
please.
꼴을 보니 그다지 유쾌하진 않군.
Fuck it.
관리자
Fuck it, we ball.
수감자를 무방비하게 만들지 마십시오.
Is that a good idea? Oh, Faust is the only person being attacked. Fuck it, yeah, we ball.
를 제거하겠소.
Hong Lu out here is somehow the most sane man. I genuinely thought that fight would be impossible from that SP standpoint. Right. Cool. Great. Cool. Oh no. Respite under the shades. What Hong Yuan needs.
목적지는 호기만소.
Uh-oh. Jashu was waiting for us, just as Hong Lu was predicted. We couldn't tell how long he'd been waiting for us in here, as he didn't appear to even be remotely tired or angry. He only got us in that same collected silence we remember seeing him from the day we first met. How nice of them to bring us all together. Isn't their intent quite obvious, gathering all of us in here? They're telling us to rid ourselves of the trouble of finding each other and determine who comes first amongst us. Still your insolent tongue, Jahan. You possess not even an inkling of the path ahead. You've taken that name for a better purpose than to assume such a boorish display of vanity, have you not? Tension was palpable. No one was going to make the first move. There was Jahan, who's always been hostile towards Honglu and us. There was Jachu, whose innermost thoughts we couldn't hope to grasp, but most likely harbored much anger towards Honglu and carried the torch of vengeance for his family's destruction. Look, there's something written up there. Ishmael whispered, a question written in large red letters. State the virtue of the family higher-up. Now we have the top 3 candidates all gathered in this room. Oh, we're about to find out the winner of this game right here, right now, right in this room! So, with the gravity of this particular situation clearly communicated, let's try something completely different this time. Different, but most appropriate for the ceremony of selecting the next hierarch of Hongyuan. Hold the wall and ponder the question. It's the first time our finalists to debate the very question at the core of the family hierarch evaluation. We're here to engage in a dialogue? Hilarious. Had enough of the bloodshed then? Shall we end this game with a sophisticated little confabulation with sanctimonious virtues instead? Might as well put a bow on it, why don't you? If the opponent accepts your argument, perhaps you need to flex your rhetorical muscles and finish the second round with a parlay of words. Wouldn't you like to know what happens if you can't? It changes absolutely nothing. Similar to what you've been doing this entire event. Take or be taken. Grab as many coins as you can. All of this was but the host's suggestion, nothing more. If either Jachun or Jahan decides to just attack us anyway, we have no choice but to fight them. What now? However, Jachu only wordlessly gazed up at the writings on the wall. What now, brothers? Honglu asked casually. I have to think about every permutation of events that could happen this moment onwards. What if he decides to... Do I get to choose who I fight first, and then have to fight the second from there? Are we going for Exomex here? What if he decides to ally with Jahan to take us out? Wait, no, someone like Jashu might not even have to ally with anyone to destroy us. Which means that for us to come second, at least one of them must be eliminated. It's a possibility that forfeiting the game now could resolve its place in third. However, what must be considered is outside the room, there are other candidates who have collected a similar number of coins that we have. It's possible that there are additional coins to be collected, some of which may be greater than our current sum. A small variable to risk nonetheless. Yeah, but the biggest problem right now is that the only planet that's aware of the Golden Bow currently ranks higher than we do. Only they're aware of it, it's possibly the whole reason they're participating in this game. At this point, they might have already attained it if they were to forfeit now. The ideal scenario would be for Jachu to utterly destroy the N-Cult forces, take all their coins and eliminate them from the game, but damn it, I can't strategize without knowing what he's thinking. He's impenetrable. Otis of all people appeared completely stumped. This certainly does not bode well for our plan. By the way, chat, I'm not looking at chat because I'm expecting to see a bunch of spoilers. Please, if you know anything about the final boss, don't mention them. Thank you. That big fella, he's not much for talking, he seems the kind of guy who prefers to throw his way to suggest them to talk things out. They've given us a platform to parley. Thus rightly parley we shall. What Jachu said was a surprise to all of us. Now that's unexpected, you're going to play along with this meaningless game, Jachu? The long years spent away from Hong Yuan must have been quite smooth sailing for you. Those loneliness and impetuosity. Oh god. Impetuosity. That's even a word I don't know, actually. But indeed, smooth sailing. I was deprived of those who would stand with me, for I was waiting and wanting in the fortune with matters of people. Thus is what other knew, embraced them and learned much. I don't know just who you could have possibly met and learned from out there, but your ambitions have suddenly inflated. I met the Zhao of the Wang family on my way here, and he, whom we had all known to be quite clever, was sitting alone without coins, waiting for his elimination to be confirmed. And do you know what he said to me then? They'd already given all his coins to the one who should have them. They already achieved his victory in the game, as he already given the coins to the one who deserves them most, for anyone who does not claim them. I was then took by that insolence, so I thought to separate his head from his torso, but the Heishuo, the evaluation site, leaped and protected him. Jachu, why would you seek the Wang family's alliance now? Of all mount. Alliance? Quite the lofty phrasing for what it was. I merely discerned what he deemed to be good, and promised that I would make it so. What's good, huh? What could you possibly have after having essentially severed yourself from Da Guanyan for years to offer him that the Wang family doesn't already have? Fine then, I'll play along with your game for now. If you have something to say, then say it. Jahan gave Jachu a sarcastic grin as he leaned against the wall. To ask one to state the virtue of the family hierarchy is to ask one to state what it is that Hong Yuan, soon to be under the lordship of the new hierarchy, needs the most. I saw not but two kinds of people as I was raised in this vast yet confined room they call Hong Yuan. Those who kill and those who die. To resolve this vile distinction, to restore the righteous path this land's tragedy of history, dyed crimson with the blood spilled in the name of our selfless avarice. We need these two virtues, humanity and propriety. That's quite nice. Because, okay, quick sort of philosophy history lesson. This guy's Confucius, right here. And Confucius's idea about philosophy was that humanity was something you had to cultivate as a human to be able to move forward and, like, create society effectively well. So that's quite nice because his whole teachings were about the things of ritual to achieve humanity and become good. So to him, the virtues are humanity and propriety. Humanity is the thing that you develop and become human because everybody's born as animals, they're not born as humans to Confucius. And then propriety is what allows you to recognize and follow ritual. So that's quite nice. That's actually his real life philosophical beliefs. Your words are utterly meaningless. Do you seriously think that people who climb around every restructuring day just to secure enough room for them to live have any care left to give about either your pretentious virtues? What Hong Yuan needs is simple and pragmatic. The power to dominate and the administrative efficiency to wield it. I actually think I know who Jia Fan is. And I'm going to look this up, actually, just because I don't want to be incorrect about it. But I believe Jia Fan lost. Never mind. I think he might just be a character from... I'm not sure. Because I know there's another philosopher around the same time as Confucius. So Confucius was arguing that all, like, the past was good. The previous, like, sort of standing, the previous dynasty was a sort of heaven on earth. And he had another person who was the first person to write down all his beliefs, which was far more codified and far more... You follow what the government says is right, and power is what determines what is good. So you do here have the two debate between the two, which, yet again, is quite cool. Not to mention the ability to maintain the constant upward growth of technological innovation to keep up with the other wings. Unlike the other two, who seemed to be more engaged in this debate than I expected, Hong Lu kept his aloof silence, although none of that was any interest to him. It seemed to irk Jia Chu, who turned to look at Hong Lu. Jia Fan's arguments are akin to legalism. Yeah, the person I think he might be, Jia Fan, I think was one of the first legalists. Speak, Jia Baoyu. Dare speak your mind. What does Hong Yuan need? Don't treat him as though he's on the same scale on which we operate, Jia Chu. He doesn't know what he needs, let alone what Hong Yuan needs. This is a waste of time. He doesn't even possess an ounce of ambition nor the heart to bloviate meaninglessly about his purposes. Yes, Brother Han is right. How could someone like me even dream of participating in such a grand discussion of great causes? I will not formulate my judgment of you based on conclusions Jia Han or anyone else in Hongyuan has drawn. They will be heard indeed, but my way is forged only by the answers that spring from my own deliberations. So, Confucianism is actually very similar to virtue ethics. It's a virtue ethical sort of theory, which is quite similar to the sort of things that Aristotle came across. And one of Aristotle's core things was that deliberation of the way forwards allows you to achieve eudaimonia, which is like the good life. So it's yet again, it's another reference to the way he did things. It's deliberation and following of ritual allows one to achieve humanity, and I'm being a nerd. Anyway, thus Jabba, you don't allow the judgment of others to guide your tongue. Jiachu replies sternly. Honglu looks towards the ground, somewhat taken aback before looking up at Jiachu. Would it not be much more productive for you to tell us more of your thoughts, big brother? Just listen to him. Reply to my lord's question with such a fatuous query signifies that he lacks the vision to perceive the grand picture. Oh, yes, isn't the kind of question you can pop out an answer for, is it? Don't put him on the spot, give him some time to... You still fail to realize which party amongst those present wields the sharpest blade? Shandy nonsense is powerful, choosing to engage in rhetoric over crushing others with serum might in times of chaos. That's enough, Silu. I ask you again, what virtue must the hierarch possess? What does Hongyuan need the most? For a split second, Honglu's lips part. Soon this shut again as though he's shaking himself from illusion. Honestly, I have no idea what kind of answer you're looking for me, brother. This was my first act of goodwill towards you, and quite possibly the final opportunity I may be able to afford you. Will you discard it again, regardless, blinded to its significance? Brother Chu, you must be anticipating something from me. Anticipation, is it? An imprudent anticipation. Words. An imprudent anticipation begets nothing but despair in the face of futility, leaving nothing but a hollow heart in its wake. Even still, I have deigned to grant you my valuable time for that slim potentiality I once saw within you, and by doing so I risk delaying everything I've prepared for a long, long time. Yet you evade my every query. Uh-oh. To swallow one's words when it is their turn to speak is to hide them. As you insist on stopping and veiling your thoughts, I am perforce compelled to act in a manner unbecoming of a noble man. Yet again, reference to his speaking. It seems I must dabble in your methods today, Zilu. As you command, my lord. Fuck! Honglu! You could have just answered the question! I shall afford you neither the withal nor the time to master your ruminations. Bring forth the real answer, do not let it languish behind your tongue. Honglu, you could have just answered the fucking question! Please! It would have saved us all a lot of time! Uh-oh. Right, okay, we need the sanity advantage. Oh no, this is the final boss. Okay, David. Right, okay. Once we start winning our clashes, we'll get up past the -5 SP we've been put on from the start of this fight, and everything should be fine. But still. Can I use egos beside base? Nope. Base ego only. The -5 sanity ego rift is really painful. Ooh, they're blunt fatal. That's good for us. Hopefully they're slash... They're also slash fatal? Oh, they're staggered. Right. What is this aspect? My true heart. Oh. Nowadays, remaining hours at home and getting off. Okay, okay. That's quite good. So we want him to clash, because when he clashes, everyone gains more SP. Let's take... I do understand somebody has beaten this with base Hong Lo, but I'm wary of calling solos harder than in actual fights. Because, I mean, for example, Papadon from... Papadon, no. Don Quixote in Canto 7 is an infinitely easier fight to solo. Like, genuinely, it is easier to use based on than it is to use a proper team. And I say that without a shred of iron. Well, no, you can't use based on, but it's easier to use one Don. I beat it with Shidon, who's I'm considering the closest to based on. That's the easiest way to do the fight. So, I understand Woman has done this fight with a Honglu base ID solo. I don't think that's anywhere near as hard as this. I think this is harder. I think this will be harder. Rather, I should say. Like, yeah, I appreciate beating it with only base Honglu. I think that's a cool thing to have done, especially on the first day. I don't think it will be as hard. I've never tried to beat Canto 7's Don with a full team of base IDs, but I imagine it would be hellish. How is this how did that minus 17s? They shouldn't have won that clash. Yeah, like, I understand solos are cool and all, but this will be harder. Just, indubitably. This will be harder. Right. Uh-oh. He's not giving it his all. He's stronger than Vigilius, what? Okay. Ends encounter when your Honglu dies. Right. So it begins. All we have to do is not get hit, you know? That's that simple. Oh god, that's a ton of unbreakables. Read the panic type of Jachu. Okay, I'll read it. Right, okay. Fine, hold on. What is this? Jachu. His panic type is just Jachu. Right. Does he lose sanity at all? Yeah, he does. He loses sanity. Okay. How do I end this fight? Do I just kill him? Because I don't think we can... He does not below 1 HP, yeah. We physically can't kill Zilu. Is it purely a matter of survival? Is that it? Right, okay. This is going to be a question of how many ego resources I have saved up then. Who can out-tank the other when I've got the base IDs? Right. Thankfully I have enough ego resources and sanity to just oops all ego resources this. And then all the boluses we've got are really useful for us, frankly. Because it means the chip damage we'll be taking throughout the fight will be able to heal. Right, okay. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh, they didn't go up. I don't know how that didn't stagger on. I'm not gonna ask, frankly. Jachu does not give us even a moment to catch our breath. The unrelenting storms and strikes pummels Honglu and the rest of us to the ground, but he doesn't seem even remotely winded by that effort. But I could tell this wasn't his full force. He wasn't looking to kill us here outright. Jachu awaits Honglu's answer. It seemed his patience was running low. If you're gonna toy with him, why don't you at least hit them harder? I'd love to watch you tear his useless head from his torch, though. The last of Jahuan's snide remarks, Joshua looks down wordlessly at Honglu, is still trying to catch his breath. You have no answers still? Honglu's eyes wander like someone swimming through the veils of time. What Hong Yuan needs. Silence continues, letting the countless moments in time to pass by unseen. Don't pretend like you're ruminating on some great secret of the world. None of this matters to you, Hong Yuan, Hierarch. Why should it matter when all you care about is a singular thing? If you want someone to end your life, to cut off your head. But oh, you don't even possess the courage to do your deed yourself, nor do you have the persistence to struggle on. Jia Bao Yu, what is the true greed, if not that? Why didn't you save him? No, let me ask you a different question. Why did you save her, and only her, Jia Bao Yu? Linda Yu, she was supposed to have been there at the event with the Kong family. Oh, he couldn't save anyone else. Instead, she was lonely found hiding in some shed far from that building, wasn't she? Huan, he always envied you. You knew that. You must have. His future in Daguan Yuan was more precious than he could have done. Anything he could have ever been. The most dull, meaningless life you cling to. He tried to. Humans die. It's what they're born to. It's naive for all to wish an eternal blossom, because everything that blooms is destined to wilt away. Honglu stops himself, doesn't reimagine the memories, but his reply to sleep, still and silent. Familiar, aloof, and warm, and cloud-like vision, words fill the vacuum. If an answer to your question exists, what is the meaning it would have? In our lives that are but sparks that go out in the blink of an eye, what meaning would all this suffering, pain, happiness, pain, and sorrow have? They all float away with the flow anyway. So if Hongyuan needs anything, I guess it might have to. It might need something like contentment in the poverty and joy of having principles. To not desire more, nor to discard what is given to us, instead to simply and fully accept the present. That must be the remorseless past, the true inner peace, right? Even in poverty-stricken lives, everyone finds contentment with what is given to them. They will find inner peace. I see. How Jabba, you must doubt the truthfulness behind your words, for you do not know poverty. If you knew true poverty, you would also know that's not something to be uttered so lightly with that insecure smile of yours. None of us here in Daguan Yuan, neither you nor I, deserve to discuss it in the manner which you have. Thus I'm compelled to believe you're still yet to give me a real answer. He's right. You want to just accept what's given to us. That is what it is. That it's just what it is. That it just is what it is. This is this and that is that. That's too wretched and pathetic for the poor. Shadow draws over Jashu's expression as though he observes every hour has been slipping through Honglu's fingers. And he remains patient. It seemed as he was waiting for a reply he thought Honglu must rightly give. I will ask again. What does Hongyuan need? What does it that people need? And those who are busy dying, too busy living, too busy simply persisting, breathing. What Hongyuan needs is... Silence has grown. You're leaving Daguan Yuan? After all those years, you keep your silence to the final moments of your departure. Not even a hint of answer about that day. Why? Why won't you stop smiling like that? Oh, I see you. Buried it all. And I hope you'll never come back again, because you've abandoned me. You've abandoned Daguan Yuan and Hongyuan both. His mouth opened shut, once again caging the words that ached to be let out. And his lips once again assumed the familiar arch. The same lonely smile has seen far too many things they care about float away. Hongyuan needs a long life expectancy, fortune, and health in both body and spirit. Wouldn't it be nice to live a long, fortunate life, free from any iniquities of the world from the beginning to the end of your existence? You spew such hollow, worthless lies in place of the truth that you so nearly uttered. List out your truth, that is what I wish to hear. To be content with what is given to us and to live a long life unburdened by sickness and worry on account of iniquities. They may both be answers indeed. If they were truly replies risen from the phantoms of your heart, then I would accept them and thereby draw my conclusions. Fuck, not again! Yet. I am yet to hear your answer. That answer hiding in the shadows of your hesitation. The answer that you buried deep within. My lord, while there is he is. Withdraw now, Zilu. Finally! Get out of here! Withdraw now, Zilu. It seems that a brutal winner must come before I am to estimate the green within him. Wait, no, what's he about to do then? Reflect upon yourself. Exhume your humanity, your righteousness from deep within. 90 shields. Okay. First it's like in a sliver of anticipation, he's not giving it at all, yeah. Then you got a tough person to count for the first phase. Can start coordinating and when dialogues, learn 300 shield per stack on Honglu. When Honglu has 3 dialogues, this unit does not gain shield for the rest of the encounter. I see. Okay. Yiseng is dead. Fuck me. Right, okay. I need to know who can take that. Who has the most HP? Not Ryoshu. Favored? Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Even with ego, we are now getting to the point where things are only favored. Oh, that's fixed target on Ryoshu. I need him to lose so much more SP. Because if he loses all his SP now, then we can actually win clashes. And if we can win clashes, well, we'll still have to resort to ego. But we'll at least not have to deal with favored only. Right,
손으로
okay.
잘라낼 수 있다면
Okay, we need dialogues on Honglu. That's what we need. So we need him to start using attacks that give us dialogue, presumably. I'm so happy Zilu withdrew though, because Zilu was by far the worst person in this fight. Fuck. Okay.
모든 걸 거둬들일 순 없었어.
배워라, 명.
Okay.
밖에서 맡고 있는 굴을 보니 그다지 유쾌하지는
You can't do this to me! You can't do this to me!
무방비하게 만들.
Ends in Canto when Honglu dies, yeah. Yeah, of course you fucking do. Does killing them grant me dialogues? Do I get dialogues for killing you fucks? Wait, hold on, what was that? That has dialogues. Flash lose inflict 1 dialogues. Is that gonna stagger him? That better not stagger him. That's the only hope I can have. Thus presumably begins the cinematics. I'm happy with that. I'll take it. Give me as much cinema as you want. I'll accept cinema over everything else.
금방 다녀올게.
제가 해낸 거 맞죠?
이지대로 보여봐라.
Please don't stagger. Fuck. Okay, I now need to stall out the fight until Honglu can regain enough health to be able to answer another question. Oh god.
밖에서 맡고
Oh, the rabbits just disappear. Okay.
관리자, 수감자를 무방비하게 만들지 마십시오.
Dominating, brilliant. I just can't clash. That's a target fixed. Please read dialogue, okay. Yeah, I know it heals. I know it heals. It's the question of does it heal enough? That's gonna hit regardless of what I do. Yeah. It full heals, does it? No, it's just... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was reading SP as... Right, okay. I think that's the best outcome there. Because now we can clash these. Can I clash without... Yeah, I've got enough resources to clash with them. You take up... You don't take up Gluttony. You take up Gloom. We don't have enough Gloom either. That's fine. 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 C'est la vie. All we have to do is keep going on.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
I should have checked what Unbreakables things had, so that people didn't die. Because if Ishmael here dies, we get to Don. Don is the last of the good IDs we have.
여행엔 목적이 있었지.
We're beginning to run out of every resource. which is problematic. Heathcliff's about to take a stupid amount of damage there. It's fine. Right, okay.
이치대로 더 보여봐라.
2 dialogues. Honglu doesn't die again.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을
어쩐 일이세요, 단테님?
하던 대로 해보십시오.
Oh god, we're running low on almost every resource. Okay, we can take a dominating on the first. Favored, I'll take a favored, honestly, at this point. Actually, that's a dominating there. It's a favored there. We can't take that. You have to clash with one of these, because you're the only person here remaining, really, who can take a lot of damage. Can't use Yuri anymore, pretty much. I need to rely on them. That's fine, we have enough resources to use that. You can't clash with anyone. Who's this attacking? Otis. That'll kill Otis. Sinclair is unopposed.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 내가 찾은 나만의 항해 방식.
Yeah, we've only lost 2 sinners so far. Ah, this is gonna stagger Ishmael. No kill though. Great, okay. I can only afford to lose 1 more person. We've not even been dealing damage up until now. Oh god.
자로야.
I need to start having Honglu take damage.
여행에는 목적이 있었지.
Because Honglu can actually survive Fatal. That's going to kill Heathcliff's dead.
반드시 되찾을 거다.
There was nothing I could have done. I couldn't redirect that attack.
언젠까지 또 그만둘 셈 빛을 값을 했군.
Nobody else can die. Honglu is not staggered. Honglu can still clash. One more question. Okay.
최근엔 성장하긴 한 모양이군.
I need more health. I have so little health. Hold on, Don, what do you use? Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Don. Actually, hold on. This might be better. It's still only a favored. It's better to just use... Save the ego resources. Not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it. Just clash.
금방 다녀올게.
Three dialogues now. Please don't kill. Okay. Fuck! Never mind, it did the same amount of damage as it would have. Third dialogue.
이치대로 더 보여봐라.
He dies, but it doesn't matter, we have dialogues. He doesn't die, still. Just worried about that happening.
이 기회에
Huh?
평소 지휘 실력을
Unclash will... Skill attack targets aren't you...
하던 대로 해보십시오. 하십시오.
Okay. Nothing I can do. Try and negate as much damage as possible.
아무래도 상황이 많이 불리해 보이.
Come on.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Come on, Honglu. You can do it.
사사로운 우리가 네 뜻을 갖는 것이냐? 그렇다면 그 무리가 위태로워야 입을 열겠구나. 때까지 그 전까지. 잠시
You can do it, Honglu.
남자들 두려워.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Is he healed to full?
시계를 돌리는 일에
It's going to turn into a Honglu solo. This is going to turn into a Honglu solo. Oh, that's incredibly not meant to happen. But peak. That's going to be utter peak. Ah. Okay, we can't clash that. That's fine. This is becoming a Honglu solo whether I want it to or not.
수많은 것들이 목지어 온다.
Thank you, Salt, for the donation. Power Honglu, we're nearly here.
헤어라. 묘.
We're nearly at the end of it. The entire team is holding on by a sliver.
패잔병같이 무릎을 꿇고 있을 때인가 13번 수감자.
Honestly, Honglu should probably attack that one.
소처럼 넉살.
We've got enough for his ego. Let's use it.
같이 상황을 개선해 보시지.
Favored, that's fine.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Come on, Honglu.
환상의 세계로
Dodge the foreign clashables. See, that would have been a smart idea. My idea is far different. Just attack. It doesn't matter if Honglu takes damage, he can heal from it. The 4 damage Masoya does.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한
Right.
합당한 이유가 있겠지.
Frankly, Gregor,
기대하고
you serve it
있겠습니다.
better use as a meat shield. Dominating, brilliant. And then we can do no more here.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
This is down to the wire. No! That would have been so cool if Don had won that.
헤어라. 묘.
Ideally, Gregor dies. Great.
까지. 잠시 쉬어라. 수감자를 고기 조각으로 만들어 봐.
Honglu now gets 2 skill slots.
당신만 괴로울 텐데. 시계를 돌리는 일에 너무 익숙해진 것 아닙니까?
I would actually genuinely prefer... actually, Ishmael, you take that one. Might be better to dodge that? Yeah, it's just better to not take that damage.
가보죠.
He's stopping just witnessing. He's beginning to take matters into his own hands.
내가 찾은 나만의 항해 방식.
She may die here, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Thank you, Ishmael. Right. There's scoops from Maso.
창의적인 발상이군.
Right.
그래도
One problem is, slowly but surely, we're running out of people to take the damage from that attack.
좋겠는데.
And that's gonna just slowly throttle us. Dodge it. I don't think we have a dodge skill high enough to dodge it. Oh, wait. I forgot Honglu can do that, yeah. Of course.
배워라. 명.
I mean, thankfully we have a Maso. So, this is what Maso is good for.
위에서 당신을 관리적으로
So is it
하는 데에는
clash like this,
있겠지.
and then dodge there? Will that work? Well, we'll find out in a fairly non-lethal way, to be honest. There isn't an answer.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Right. Yeah, okay, he clashed first. This is good. This is good. We're winning, chat. We're winning. We're gonna... How is... This isn't even the end of the Canto!
자로요.
That only just hit me. This isn't the end. This isn't... This is part 2. What the fuck is part 3 gonna be? What?
직접 싸워보질 않았어. 그게 효과적일
Holy
것이라고
shit.
생각했나?
I'm astounded.
전투 교육도 위에 제시해야 할 수 있겠어.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
It's so peak. This is my favorite Canto. I can say that without a doubt. This is the best Canto so far. I don't know what Project Moon was smoking to make this, but I'm happy they were smoking it. Yeah, literally, man, what a Canto.
배워라. 명.
Ah, that's insane. That's... What have they done? Somebody at Project Moon headquarters really likes Honglu. They give us a fight against a man with an F-Florest ego
관리자로 정한
midway through. Oh no.
합당한 이유.
Speedroll moment. Dong, I'm afraid you're going to... Actually, yeah, Don, you're going to have to take that hit. That's fine. Don can take it. Don can take a hit. Wait, all this targeting Ishmael? Oh no. Ishmael, I think, dies here.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
Two HP! 2 HP in a dream! Ishmael lives on! Right. If we hadn't have used that shield there, she would have died. That's insane. Yep, Don, take the hit. Take the hit, Don. Don took the hit. Great. It might be worth it to have Maso continually use chains of others now. Ah, we don't have the gloom for it. The shield actually worked. Look at that. Man, what a Canto, chat. Jahuan lets out a frustrated sigh. This is unbearable. What an utterly vain exchange. As I said earlier, what Hung Yuan needs is a realist at its helm who knows how to pursue the practical interests. How do none of you understand there's nothing more, nothing less to it than that? Thank you, Salt. I need to... it didn't get picked up. Hold on, if I turn off the game audio that way, it'll get picked up. Those who are so busy living and dying need their immediate, tangible interest to be fulfilled. Doesn't matter if they're just illusions or fantasies, all they need is for something to enable them to visualize and witness their desires and dreams. That's all there is for it. Isn't that common? That is not incorrect. Yet Johan, while your ways sound reason, is hollow. Then, Brother Chu, would you say that you walked the way of humanity and righteousness? What did you see? What shape did my way take in your eyes? I saw fervor, burning, like fire, melting many things away with its warmth. Fire that melts, so that's what you see. If you indeed walk the way of humanity and righteousness, then what does it mean to be virtuous? You've said it yourself. Years of fell deeds have shaped the valleys that devoured men. People have accepted the broken iniquitous establishment as reason, as part of immutable nature. And in this malformed existence, the hearts of men were cooled and hardened. But benevolence, the true humanity and righteousness of what softens the calcified heart. Daguan Yuan demanded me silence. Do not ask about that day, do not try to learn more of that day. It was but the consequences of forbidden avarice, pitiful yet deserved. You weren't the only one who were forced to let everything throw away, Jia Bao Yu. The difference is that I never did let go. But there was nothing. There was nothing but an infinite bottomless darkness. All I could think of was that I wanted somebody to hold me and tell me it was all going to be okay. The elders could be stern from time to time, but they cared for me more so than anyone else in Daguan Yuan did. Enter now, little Bao Yu. Revere Jaren away. I want to let it out, all of it. Everything that I witnessed, but never should have been made to. This ecstatic screeching of the eldritch things, the echoing hatred and the dying and the dead, the wailing universe. Laughter, shouting, screaming, then nothing. After today, nothing good will happen to me again. This is the moment that will rest me from slumber every morning. Every night it's going to drag me from sleep. So please, please comfort me. Tell me that everything's going to be okay. Tell me I don't have to be scared anymore. Welcome, little Bao Yu. I have not wished anything as exhilarating as that sight in centuries. The beginning was the most enjoyable part, the one that pathetically clung to our life, scrambling away from the chaos in spite of its twisted ankle. Oh, it is truly fascinating how a mere crawling human could be so engaging to watch. The entity from the outskirts, conceived and born from the Kong mother's womb, was suddenly reached adulthood swiftly. Truly, it was a most magnificent sight. I'll not soon forget the glint of hunger in its eyes when the reproductive instincts kicked in. Did you see the contortion of the mother's face when she saw the creature burst from her own womb? Madness took her swiftly. Indeed, and what a dramatic finale it was to watch the claws arrive just in time. They've exceeded our expectations indeed, leaving quite literally nothing behind. It was just as we heard. The most heavenly offering it was. We shall reminisce it to sustain our amusement for months to come with this rare gift of yours. Bao Yu, oh dear little Bao Yu. You are beyond our You are our family's peerless jade. It shines like a mirror window that reflects to us to see what lies beyond the iron threshold of the Tikan temple. Do persevere to cleanse and shine your light. Ensure that its glint is unmarked by cloudiness. What are you doing, big brother? Come on, your kite's flying away. Go catch it. And do what? Let it float away wherever the wind takes it. Over yonder, in a small field, I made a burial of flower petals. I collected the petals and blossoms in my flower pouch and gave them a pretty burial. That way, even when they return to dust, they'll still be clean like they were never ever here, right? And now that I've buried them, I found myself freed from the suffocating endless flood of colors. Only then could I smile. Jia Bao Yu, you have abandoned your way in Daguan Yuan. With this way of mine, learn beyond Daguan Yuan's hedges. Taught me patience, gave me peace. Desire bereft of humanity and righteousness begets only self-immolation. A desire guided by adherence to the way maintains its embers. If fire does not rise to meet the darkness upon its descent, all roads shall converge on a path with nothing but nihility its culmination. So what lies within Jia Bao Yu? What has slumbered nestled within you all those years? I buried it all, brother. On that same day the peach blossoms whirled like in a gale. In the end, only I alone entered the crater. Thus I am the only one who may lift myself out of its depths. What Hung Yuan needs. Bao Yu, you cannot save everyone. I know I can't save everyone, but at least one person is about to fall. Please. Is kindness. To be kind is to care about one another, to embrace those who suffer. Is to cry alongside a grieving friend, is to join in laughter when they are elated with joy. It needs the warmth of kindness and gentleness. Your words flow like a vast winding river that wishes to bring all of existence into its gentle embrace. Yet kindness alone, while it may illuminate those who surround you, will never be enough to embrace all those who need it. Not to mention how unbecoming of the Lord Hong Yuan it would be for him to weaken guffaw at such little insignificant things. That's not true. Hong Lu continues, his voice carrying more confidence than it did a moment ago. If people can see, feel, and share the same sorrow and joy they see in others, and if that moves them to hold one another, even if it's just one person, everyone can move to embrace someone, to share the warmth of a fellow human, even if I can't hope to hold them all by myself. That was quite the lacking answer, given all the time I have granted you, but it suffices. In nihility, everything becomes consumed by the monotonous, grey meaninglessness. But an empty canvas can be painted anew. Statue, you've been waiting and prodding this whole time for these wishy-washy platitudes? I just don't understand. That idiot's drivel could not be further from what it means to rule. Kindness can't give people the satisfaction they desire. No kindness ever saved any lives, nor did it ever fill a starving stomach. You cannot change Hung Yuan with such foolish flights of fancy. Zhahuan, you need only walk the way of your own choosing. But in this room, I shall pursue my own idea of true humanity with clarity, without a moment's hesitation. What are you doing? It means that I will forfeit the family hierarchy evaluation. What? There was a shocked husk gasp from the speakers. Don't tell me you have to fight this guy now! No! 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 Now only Jiabao Yu and his clan must remain. Should you choose to forego the same choice I'm about to make, then prepare to spill much blood. It is not the throne of the family hierarchy I've come here to seek, is it? You know me well, my goal lies far beyond this insignificant squabble surrounding who becomes the next hierarch of Hong Yuan. But I don't appreciate being told what to do by someone who presumes he has some sort of control over me. Beneath your mask of unscrupulousness and temperamentality, you are someone who pursues nothing but the extremes of reason and logic. And I believe your reason would lead you to forfeit here as well. You? So that's what it was, disgusting hypocrites, the both of you, the stench of hypocrisy follows you both and haunts every meaningless interlude word born from your deceit. Gubo, we are leaving. I will forfeit the game as well. I've already collected more than enough of these stupid coins. Brother Chu, you are like a tuft of cloud floating high up in the heavens. Yes, clouds do not bring suffering to trees, to earth, or to anything. It is not a force that tramples. How bizarre. Jiachu walks past us, making his way towards the exit of the room on his own accord. But clouds cannot do more than that. To embrace a fellow human is defined by the shape of humanity and righteousness you spoke of. You must walk the earth with your own 2 feet as a human yourself, not float by as a lofty tuft of cloud. Mind this as you open your own path. With that, Jiachu unfastened the rope from his waist and handed it over to Hong Lu. A huge bundle of coins, several times greater than the sum of every coin we've collected so far, jangled heavily. Wait, but why? Jiachu left the room without saying another word. Jiachu and Jiahuan of the Jia family have both been simultaneously eliminated from the game via forfeiture. Doesn't that put us in first place? What's wrong with that? I'd much rather come in first than second. That's not the problem. We're here to pick up the golden bow from the treasury, not to seat Hong Lu on the throne of the family hierarch. As the Synod are chaotically scrambling from this unthinkable turn of events. Wait, there's someone out there who's still trying to dance around the family hierarch, and she still hasn't given up. Looks like we all have a pretty good picture of who's going to be our next hierarch, huh? There's only 10 minutes to go till the evaluation is complete. Hey guys, thinking what I'm thinking? Sometime later. Thus the family hierarch evaluations have come to an end. I extend my admiration and congratulations to every candidate in their clan for their exemplar participation in this event. So this is actually happening, right? Someone tell me how this is actually happening. I implore upon all those present to accept the sacred outcome with grace. The victor will first ascend to the Teikan Temple and pay their respects to our revered elders. Then, upon returning to service, they will march to the first floor of Daguan Yuan and assume the seat of the family hierarch of Hong Yuan. I'll be honest, we're still trying to understand how we actually got here. The following are the final results of the family hierarch evaluation. Third place, Swan of the Jia family. My lady, please compose yourself. There are many eyes. You have a certain dignity to uphold. Second place, Bai of the Jia family. I have an inkling of why he's done such a thing. Hong Lu? Oh, have you... No, I don't know. What the hell are you guys all talking about? Well, all's well that ends well, right? No, that's not... I don't... Why do you mean? Why would I... In first place, our next venerable hierarch and the final victor of the family hierarch evaluation. I'm... Zichun of the Jia family. I'm really next hierarch? Games ended with a rush, avoiding even the punctual applause to mark its closing. Jiaxun stood dumbfounded, still processing the situation. I still had no idea what Hong Lu was looking at. I saw the family hierarch war came to a close. Also, 19% for Motus. Truly the best sinner. Next we've got Hong Lu, Sinclair, Ryoshu, Faust, Yuseng, Heathcliff, Rodia, Ishmael. Also Don Quixote and that cricket dealt no damage. Huh. Well, chat. We've done it. We've beaten part 2. Fucking hell, that's only part 2. Where did they go from here? Where do they go from here? Right, okay, peak. Peak. That's the word that I can only give to it, peak. I'm not sure about that ending. The rest of it was absolute cinema. That entire final fight, absolute cinema. The one thing I'm not sure about was Honglu forfeiting it? I feel like it undermines the narrative. I think it would have been potentially more interesting to have to deal with, okay, Honglu's now the family hierarch. How the hell do we actually complete the mission? But still, that's insane. That's by far the best Limbus Company I've ever seen. The best part of Limbus Company I've ever seen, yeah. That's it. Yeah. The only word I can have for that is absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Well, I hope you're all looking forward to next Thursday, chat. You can actually schedule in your diaries. I will wake up bright and early at like 7 a.m. 7 a.m. GMT. So, I don't know when that is in your time zones, but like, you know, just translate that, whatever 7 would be, to your time zone. And I will be here on Thursday for the final part. If you've enjoyed, join the Discord, because they'll actually put an announcement out when I'm about to start streaming. And yeah, if you've enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll get to work on editing this video. Because one thing I'm curious for people's opinions on: should I include the story, or should I only include the combat? Because I can include only the combat, but I'm not sure. It's up to people. If I include all the story, it's going to end up being 2 hours long again. Whereas if I cut it down to only combat, it'll probably end up being like maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Still, with all that said, I'll see you all in the future. Goodbye for now.